Alright, welcome back to Pokemon Xenoverse, episode 37, first playthrough, technically not a Nuzlocke anymore, but live. And in today's episode, the layout is not very accurate, but it doesn't really matter at this point, because we're going to be doing Dex completion! Yay! Audience support. Okay. So, let me make sure I have both chat and game actually pulled up. So, the ones I have in my inventory are that I replaced the 3 starters with the other 3 starters, and then we have the 2 fossils in our party. Not sure if these 2 need specific evolution requirements, but I guess we'll find out. And then we also have Lucky in our party with the Lucky Egg, because we can just go in here and do a lot of damage to ice types. Or you know, or for normal types. Those 2. Man, you're only level 57. Maybe you should just go train on Red. Maybe you should just Geomancy in front of Red and then absolutely destroy him. This seems to be working fine, actually. Yeah, you learned Fling, right? Yeah, get rid of Fling. Fling's kind of useless. No. Blood Bomb? That's actually pretty good for fire type starter. Oh, you're a stat check. I have to use you at some point for one of these upcoming Furious battles. You could use one of the starters in each one of them, probably. Just forget about that. No, you probably don't need Slam. Bulk Up. Focus, Energy, Tackle. This is a pretty good starter choice. You get a lot of good moves like right off the bat. Also, I got a name for Bat, for Mr. For Bat. For Bat, just on Jet Strike. Isn't that a priority move? Wow, all these starter choices are actually pretty good. Just get rid of Absorb. No, for sure. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, you should probably learn Air Cutter. Alright, forget Leer. Oh, no, it doesn't. Alright, each one of the starters is evolving to their second form. Nice. Mr. Croak evolved into Bulverin. Mr. Float is evolving. Mr. Float evolved into Life Jacket. Floatusk. That was for Bat evolving into. Bigger for Bat. Oh, he's like a banana. Oh. Bat-nana. Fruit Bat evolved into Bat-nana. Do you guys just have Torn and stuff? Yeah, Blaze. You pick up. I forgot about that. And he didn't pick anything up for me. Torn, Overgrow. Even a lick. That's terrible. That's not terrible. That's what I said. Next one, grinding. I should do maybe a little bit of podcasting. So, the anime that I'm watching right now is Sword Art Online, and it might be my favorite anime ever. Not even kidding. I've been watching it for less than a week. I'm towards the end of season 2, and my god, is it really good. I love it. I don't know what kind of classification of anime liker that makes me, but it's Sword Art Online is just so good. I love it so much. I'm gonna get rid of workup. It's like 80% slice of life anime and like 20% battle anime, but that 20% battle anime tricks me enough into liking the show that I like the 80% of the slice of life anime part of it. You're a rock throw. But yeah, all the characters are super interesting, even kind of like the ones that aren't like super into the show, but come back later. And like everything that happens in the show is important. Like it doesn't feel like there's any fluff content really. It's just like this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens. Now this is happening. Now this is happening. Do you remember that thing from a while ago? You better remember it from a while ago because now this is happening and this is happening. And it's just like that steady stream of content that cuts all of the fluff that I love so much about this anime. Like, it's crazy how fast Sword Art Online has gone to the top of my list in terms of animes. In like such a short period of time. And also, I relate to Kirito on a personal level, dude. I freaking love Kirito. And Asuna. We stan Asuna, alright? None of these other girls, okay? Only Asuna. Probably should still be talking whenever I said I was going to do more podcasting. But you know, we're just kind of killing things. What else do I like about Sword Art Online? I like how... I think... so far from what I've watched, it can be classified into like 4 bits, and then I'm starting to get to like the 5th bit, which the 5th bit will end season 2. Yeah, I think so. And the first season, of course, is really good. I really like the first season. It takes the 2 bits that it has and it flows really well. The part about I guess don't you might want to skip ahead to a little bit, but when you don't hear me talking about Sword Art Online. But the part about the sister is weird for obvious reasons. I don't see why they couldn't have just made her like a next door neighbor or something. And then they kind of have that whole awkward tension. But yeah, that part was weird. But it still kind of made sense in the scheme of everything. No, why would I ever delete a move to make room for Fling? Mr. Flo's trying to learn Spider. Well, I don't care. No. Oh boy, this is taking a while, isn't it? Forget Dive? I have a feeling you're gonna be a special attacker, so we're gonna get rid of Dive. Who knows? Haze could be good battling future X Pokemon. The Furious Battles Pokemon. Whenever they announce that a new one is coming out. But I also like Klein. Klein's a cool character. Too bad he wasn't more of a main character. He was just like, hey, I'm here for the first part, and then leaves, and then comes back intermittently. But that's more or less to make it just about Kirito being the main guy. And then there's just like, everyone else is a girl around him. except for the people who are assholes. Can I say that? Kirito is like the only good guy other than Klein and his friends. And everybody else is just awful. Except for all the guys. All the guys. All the girls are like, there hasn't been an evil girl yet in this series, I don't think. Has there actually not been an evil girl yet in this series? No, because there was... And then there was... And then... And then... No, there hasn't been. But yeah, the first 2 bits are really good, and then the bit that starts Season 2 is also really good. I like that bit the most. It might be my favorite bit, even though it doesn't have Asuna as the main girl character. But I like Sino's character a lot, though. I think it has a lot of good depth right there with Sino's character. Because it really ties in that whole concept of being back and forth between the video game, which I think is like the main thing that I really like about the show, is that it ties in real life and the video game world. And it might also be the fact that the 4th bit is my least favorite bit because it's just all entirely video game world part. Yeah, I really like the 3rd bit a lot, and I wish they would do more stuff kind of like that. But it's kind of hard to think outside the box with that kind of stuff, because they can't just do the whole thing that they did for the 3rd bit. I'm going to spoil it again, so skip ahead a little bit. They can't do, like, Laughing Coffin again, because, like, there's only 10 or so members that are still left alive. And hopefully, not all of those people still have morals, and are either in prison and then didn't corrupt other members of society to do horrible. I keep hitting my mic, don't I? That probably sounds terrible. I also moved it closer to my mouth, so maybe now everything is louder. What's George smells? Is that a fighting type move? No, it's a normal type move. I'll get rid of takedown for that though. As I was... Oh, you're on Cosmic Power. That's pretty good. I get very confused right for that. What was I saying? I think my favorite part about... Should I catch this Superman for Dex completion? Should I? Oh, okay, you know, if it loses 1 Aura Sphere, then I'll catch it. You're a ghost type all this time? You're a sounding ghost type. Well, I said if it lived the Aura Sphere that I would catch it, and I'm true to my word. How have I not known that you're a ghost type? That's crazy. I thought this thing was a flying sound type this entire time. Well, let's hell trip this thing down for a bit. But yeah, I think the strongest point about it, even though like the first bit of Sword Art Online isn't really as connected to the real world, it feels connected to the real world because everybody treats it like it is the real world. And then when they transition to the second bit, it is like that really good mixture between the real world and the online one, because he has to do, spoilers again, but he has to save Asuna, obviously. And then there's the whole relationship with his sister, which is kind of weird in the grand scheme of things, but like it's still that real world counterpart, which is so interesting to me. And they pull it off so well. And then they do the third bit where there's Death Gun, and he's going around and they have to figure out what's going on there, and it's a real world component to that too. And then they're like, oh, it's not just in the game, there's also a real world component to all of this stuff that's going on. And then they figure that out. And they also kind of hint at a little bit more stuff or whatever. And then they did this fourth bit, which has been an entirely video game, which I think was fine. It really didn't bug me too much, but It was just like, oh, we have to save the world because the entire game world will collapse if we don't. It's just like, okay, fine, whatever. None of your lives are in danger this time. I don't really care as much about the plot. You've lowered the stakes significantly. I don't really care that as much, but, like, I'll still enjoy it, probably. I should have gone quick bought this thing. Wait, why am I running out of ores for so fast? Does this thing have pressure? Did I not notice that it had pressure? I just had 7 ore spheres a second ago. No, it doesn't have pressure. I guess I've just been wasting ore spheres so fast while I've been talking. But yeah, I've really been binging Sword Art Online lately. And honestly, I kind of want to end recording just so I can watch more of it. But like, also the 4th season of it's the 4th part, but the 3rd season on Netflix. And I really want to watch that too. But I kind of want to finish Sword Art Online before I start watching JoJo again. So, you know, that's kind of my dilemma. What does Wild Dance even do? Oh, it confuses yourself. Okay, we're gonna heal all the way up with our magic potions. Did I not buy more floor stars? I swear I did. Maybe that was in another save that I lost or something. I'm pretty sure I bought 4 stars. Oh, I might have bought more. Oh wait, I have to catch you in this ball, or otherwise I've been wasting my entire time, haven't I? Alright, great, we caught a command. You're illegal, so you're going in the illegal side of the box. Oh, should I learn Fire Spin? I guess it's better than Ember. Maybe not really, but... Brian, that's pretty okay. You can forget Water Sport. Try to learn Pluck. Okay. You look like you're gonna be a special attacker when you're done, but I'm gonna get rid of Scratch. Alright, Ghost Sound Type, Vocalist. It says this Pokemon represents the soul of music. It's full control over its voice that can adapt to any kind of song. Actually no, I should not nickname you. Your nickname is gonna be Remand. I shouldn't nickname the ones that I don't count that I am actually not gonna use, because we're not technically doing the Nuzlocke anymore, but I want to use the Pokemon we got in the Nuzlocke to do the Furious battles. So, you're gonna go in the PC, and I'll have to move you. Actually, I can move you right now, because I've wasted all my ore spheres, so I might as well go back to the Pokemon Center and restore them all. But yeah, Sword Art Online has just been such a good experience. I might even watch it again. I normally don't rewatch stuff again, and I haven't rewatched anything except for the Persona movies. I've rewatched the Persona movies. This will be the box where you put Pokemon that we're not using, but we need for Dex completion. This box is legit. We can use all of these mons still. I think. I'm pretty sure. I think I failed these too, but, like, they're legendary static encounters. Like, I probably won't use them for... Actually, I probably can't use them for Furious battles because they're legendaries anyways. I think these two I actually can use. I think you I can actually use. I'm like 110% sure I can actually use you. I might have failed one of these two. I don't remember. Donananas is obviously good to go, and so is Dialby. Then just the 3 deaths we had during the lock. These two were only really during the main story, and then Johnny just kind of died out of nowhere on us. These two we used for the Furious battles, so we're not going to be using them again. And then we have all the mons that we can use. Yep. Let me see about healing up. So if we were to challenge Gold again, I'm trying to think what the biggest threat would be. It would probably be his Typhlosion. Where's... oh, here they are. I probably shouldn't buy this many. That'll do. And 51. Do I really need anything else? I don't think so. Maybe max potions. Just in case I don't feel like burning $500 every time I use a full restore. Yeah, that'll do it. More things I like about Sword Art Online. They set the premise of the entire show like really good. How do I explain that? It's just like Kirito is... he is kind of like immediately made like the main character because he's a beta tester, and so therefore he has an advantage. And then they go on to be like, oh, the beta testers are kind of rude for everybody because people died and they didn't die because they were beta testers for this game. And then he has this really weird, like, rude spike out of absolutely nowhere towards, like, the one guy who's talking. And then that never happens ever again. So that was kind of weird, but... Sneasel. Quad die. Okay. And then they never really state how Kirito got to be as high a level as everybody else on his own. Just that, like, he's naturally good at video games, I guess, and his reaction time is, like, the fastest of any other player. And he is still, like, you brace yourself, but you're gonna die to hell in a second here. But he has, like, the fastest reaction time of any of the other players. So, yeah. And also, the part about him... I don't want to explain too much of the show, because I don't want to give the entire thing away. Like, just talking about the plot of the show. But, like, it's just so good, and I love... It's, like, as I mentioned before, it's just like a steady stream of content. Like, there's no fluff. It's just pure content. Everything happens in, like, an orderly sequence. It's funny sometimes. It's heartwarming at most times. It's just like a good slice of life, and they fight sometimes. And Kirito is OP, and he's gotta, like, save the world. And man, like, it's just good stuff. Now we're moving on to the 5th bit. With it's gonna seem like it's gonna be a bit that's just all Asuna and this one other character. So I think that seems like it's gonna be interesting. It also seems like there's gonna be more real life video game world stuff. And they're going back to that, which is good because I like that a lot. Can't really predict. I really can't say why I like it so much. It's just interesting. Maybe because I want to play a video game MMORPG. How far away are we even from, like, deep dive technology? Wasn't there, like, somebody who made a video about that kind of stuff? From Elon Musk? It might have been in my recommended because I've been looking up stuff about Sword Art Online. Sorry, I was checking something. Oh, Rain Dingo. Such a sad, sad creature. Oh, you lived that somehow. Oh, you lived it all. Is it worth switching out to a Mon who might die? Isn't it though? It's pretty worth it. I feel like it's pretty worth it. Come on, don't use an actual move. Shoot. Wait, nope, that uses my attack stat. We live! Haha. That was actually a pretty smart play. George didn't get nearly as much experience as I thought he was going to get from this. Make room for Lava Plume. Yeah, sure. Still don't know whether or not you're going to be physical attacker or special attacker. But from the looks of things... Actually, I can't tell. Lava Plume is better than Fire Spin. So we'll do that. Fruit Bat's trying to learn Sucker Punch. You are a physical attacker. You're an air cutter. We can always relearn it. Oh, the starters are reaching their final evolutions. Oh, you're probably a physical attacker, huh? Oh. Mr. Croak evolved into Croak Rays. Mr. Croak is trying to learn Bounce, but cannot learn one moves. What type are you now? Are you you're not a flying type, are you? But he's learning Bounce, so he probably is a flying type. Maybe it's just a... No, he's probably... I don't know. This is not what I thought the final evolution was going to look like. I really don't have a purpose in learning Bounce. But, whoa, has Body Slam always been 85? I thought it was like 75. Huh. There's no point in, I guess, having... well... Could cut Mud Bomb. I don't know what kind of attacker you... Oh, I accidentally deleted Lava Plume. Alright, well, we're getting rid of Lava Plume. Mr. Floaty's evolving. Does he get big arms? Or are those ears? They're big arms. And ears. Mr. Float evolved into Swellifant. Let's try and learn Submission. Water fighting type? Oh yeah, we learned Bulk Up. I think we could. I probably predicted that. Actually, kind of way to keep focus energy. Yeah, I normally say no to recoil moves. I think we have to say no again. Alright, what's Fruit Bat's final evolution? Whoa, it's like a dark flower. Fruit Bat evolved into Vesperfume. Oh, the music... I'm gonna do a quick save. But, like, the congratulations music didn't work there. I thought the game crashed. And I was about to be very, very sad. Alright. Well, all three of these guys fully evolved, so we might as well put them in the PC and get 3 new mons. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this for, but... maybe till I stop talking about Sword Art Online. Does that sound fair? Probably. Shoot, where did I put these guys before? I think they were in here. Yeah, they were right here. Alright, so I want to see these guys' summaries. You're a fire ground type with Blaze. Attack up, speed down. Not a great nature. Terrible defense IVs. Wait, no, those are EVs. I always forget that. I always get the two swapped up. But your special defense IV isn't great. And your speed IV isn't great. None of your IVs are great, actually. You're probably a special attacker, but you're down in special attack nature. I need to figure out how you can change natures in this game, if at all. I think we might have come across it, but I can't remember if we did. But yeah, you're a special attacker, so all these moves I gave you don't actually help you. Oh, but you're a grass dark type now. You were a grass flying type before. So you traded off your quad weakness for ice for a quad weakness for bug. Good for you. And water fighting type. Oh, your attack IV is pitiful. Your special defense IV is so pitiful too. Why do you have a 30 in special attack? Okay. Wow, these starter mods got rolled awfully. God, a 30 IV and special attack on a physical attacker. Oh, then we have you. I guess your attack stack is fine. HP stat is fine, even though you have 200 HP. I don't know how that ranks with everybody else, though. Alright, we need 3 more mons for grinding. Any of these 3. Any of them at all. Or these ones. Could do these ones, actually. I could evolve you, actually, right now. Might as well do that. I might touch these ones at some point. I don't think we need to actually evolve these ones for dex completion. Also, there's this little dread of my existence. Could evolve you. I think we need you for dex completion. What else am I gonna do? Might as well evolve subscribe. I think you're level 29, so you'll probably evolve in a level or so as well. And then we can use an evolutionary item on you. Wait, I didn't even need to leave the Pokemon Center to evolve the Electabuzz, whatever its name is. I can't remember. We can go straight to the top. Alright. Use. On Kaboom. Got Electaburst. Peachy. Now we can go pick out another mod. Technically you're an X-Pokemon, so you should be going in here. What was in this spot? Oh, it was here in this spot before. Oopsie doopsie, I forgot. My natural reflex was to put NK in here. I can evolve you right now, actually. I also did that. All I need from my bag is a leaf stone. Why am I going back and forth between the thing that I know the leaf stone isn't here? Okay. Leaf stone on Dizzy. And then there was this thing. Dizzy evolved into Wisteria. Okay. I guess that's the thing. Is everybody else in this box fully evolved? I think they are. Yeah, they are. So now all we gotta do is evolve everybody in this box, and then we'll have all of our... Wait, how do we evolve NK? Is it just level up? Or is there some place we gotta go? Maybe there's some place we gotta go. The Waldo. Why did I name you Waldo? Well, I obviously named you Waldo because of JoJo. It was the Malamar that tried to take over the Waldo! And the anime. You're an absence, so... Oh, but you have pressure. That's annoying. And Sucker Punch. That's more annoying. Die. Water beam. That's nice. There's Psybeam for whatever reason. I just got rid of Psybeam. What is your ability? Is it Sniper? Ooh, you might actually be kind of good. Because if we focus energy and then give you a scope lens, you can pretty much kill everything. You wouldn't have been terrible against the well, the Greninja had Grass Knot. I think technically everything would have been terrible against the Greninja. Except for if we brought 3 Marshmallows, then we would have been fine. Because Marshmallow was tanking those hits. And we also could have had like a recycle citrus berry set going or something like that. Still, it's level 42? Oh yeah, you should definitely evolve. I had you in the daycare for way too long, didn't I? Alright, here's Graveler. Oh, Waldo is evolving. Perfect. Animation backstopped. That worried me. Oh, also the sound didn't go off. Okay, back to the Pokemon Center. Glad I didn't go all the way to gold to challenge these things, because I feel like this is taking a lot longer. We're gonna run out of Pokemon that we can use. Where are we? You should technically go in this box over here, right? Now that I fully evolved them. Well, this box is gonna be empty. I could take you to the Gorge. You need to level up in Steelix Gorge in order to be evolved. Didn't I also have you in the daycare? Well, actually, hold on. I need to... Wait, no, I don't need to go to Bag. Wait, yes, I do need to go to Bag. I need to locate a Megaton update. And it's somewhere down here, I think. Drill update, Psy update. No, it's farther down. Tender update. Oh, for Phoebus. Actually containing Scyther's data. Megaton update. Graveler data. Got a golem. Pretty fancy smatchy if you ask me. Man, remember early on in the game when we had... Where's Gigalith? Oh, I guess we used Gigalith pretty far on in the game, didn't we? But yeah, you gotta go over here, bud. Also, I should have taken your item off of you a long time ago. Oh, free Hyper Potion. Good job, George. Is there anything past? Nah, there's nothing past here. Let me just do a double check to make sure none of these mons evolve. I'm pretty sure they don't, yeah. There's none of the mons evolve in here. None of the mons evolve in here. Wow, do I really only have 4 left? Except for, well, the Slitten. But I guess I really only have 4 mons left that I can use for actual Nuzlocke encounters. And then everything past that is just Pokédex completion. Huh. don't know what I'll do when I hit Pokédex completion. I mean, the only thing you really could do at that point is, I think there's some other explory kind of things that we could do for, like, very small, not really significant to the plot things. And, yeah, we just have to wait for more Furious Battles to come out. Don't know how long they take to make. But, I mean, it seems like it's just, like, a Pokemon, like, sprite, and then, like, an area, and then they add alongside of it some mods as well. Trying to smack down. Yeah, I'll get Rock Blast. Oh, I'm just trying to learn Smackdown too. Well, Smackdown is a physical move, and you're probably gonna be a special attacker, so you're not gonna get to learn Smackdown, Helen. No, gosh darn it, I did it the opposite way. Yes, do not learn that. Water gun. I guess I got off talking about Sword Art Online, but I think I said pretty much everything I could say. I'm not really that good of a reviewer. I just know what I like, and often when I review things, I use words that, like, don't actually, like, define the thing that I'm talking about. Like, if I'm listening to jazz music, I'll describe it as warm sometimes, and people will be like, what are you talking? Oh, yeah, I guess that kind of does make sense. Like, you ever describe things like that, where people have to think a little bit about what you said, and then eventually they agree with it? Let's fly to the gorge to evolve a Magneton. Might use a rare candy, might not. It seems like rare candies in this game are limited. I don't think we've come across a place where I can buy more of them. Oh, we could also do... The battle tower area has probably been unlocked, right? Also, I should probably... Oh, there's a Beldum. I might catch this. Because we need it for Dex completion. Beldum's kind of rare. Also, I don't really plan on coming back here, except for when I have to do Dex completion. Also, there's a very rare mascot in here. It's the Steelix one. I've seen many times while battling. Do we have anything that can actually use... There are things that could fight this thing. But can Wheatley, like, not kill this thing? Really, do you paralyze? No, you don't. Well, if this flash cannon doesn't kill, it has a chance to paralyze. Well, it killed it. Yeah, maybe we should take Wheatley somewhere else first, and then have Wheatley level up inside of the gorge by killing something. So let's just fly back there. Well, that tap's getting kind of warm, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's actually, like, really warm in this room, because it's the summertime now. I should probably also put on the fan that's above me. But then it'll make fan sounds on the mic, and I really would rather not have that in the playback. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll maybe do this... What are we even live streaming for? Oh, if I do this, then the game still plays while I check stuff. So you guys would never know. Oh, we've been recording for... like 44 minutes now. Okay, we'll go for like 10 more minutes. And then whatever isn't evolved. And we might just have to do that whenever we come back to just getting like Dex completion with Pokemon that Dex completion with mons that we don't that we can't use for Furious Battles. Okay, what's Wheatley's experience after doing one of those battles? Okay, I think we can do one more. Don't quote me on that. Oh, we definitely can do one more. He's definitely leveling up after this. But I'm gonna kill this thing anyways, because it's a juicy chunk of experience. Not as good as that level 90 Raikou, but... Imagine if we went for Geomancy there, and it snatched Geomancy. If you snatch Geomancy, do you have to wait both turns? Or does it just give you the broken stats the turn that you snatch it? Because that would be pretty busted. Subscribe to trying to learn Lock On. I would learn that, but I don't think you get any Oko moves. You probably don't get... I can't remember any of the Oko moves. Horn Drill, you probably don't get Horn Drill, you probably don't get... Shoot, what's the... You don't get... You might get Sheer Cold. I kinda doubt it, but... you probably don't get Fissure. What's the other normal type one? Horn Drill and... Horn Drill. What's the other normal type Oko move other than Horn Drill? I can't remember. I genuinely cannot remember, but you're not learning the lockdown. We can always relearn it in case you get an Oko move and I remember. Yeah, Wheatley's level 44. Oh, Subscribe is evolving. That's good. Subscribe evolved into Octillery, and it's trying to learn Octozuka. Is Octozuka's accuracy, right? Yeah. It's not that good. What is it? It's only 85% accuracy, too. Yeah, I think we will not learn it. Okay, Wheatley. What is your... Okay, yeah, you need a few more battles. But we need to switch out Subscribe anyways. So we'll run back to the Pokemon Center. Who's going in? Should probably be you, because I think you'll evolve in a level or two. Because I think I also had you in the daycare. What is your level, actually? Oh yeah, you'll probably evolve in a level or two. A good old Gloria Sandstream might come in handy in one of these totem battles. Especially if the weather is as ridiculous as it was before. I watched A-Drive's video where he battled the totem, and he was able to paralyze it. So you know what that means. They made it a lot harder for the people who are not YouTubers. Well, I am a YouTuber, but I'm very small to the point where it's very insignificant. We're up to 27 subscribers though, which I consider is pretty good. Okay, I'll just keep doing battles and trying to keep an eye on Wheatley's experience bar. Can't believe you're a ghost type. I feel like I should have known that, but I can't remember that. I think I always had a sneaking suspicion that you were a ghost type, but I never actually like confirmed it or anything. It just doesn't look like a ghost type. It looks like since it's a bird, it will be a flying type. X-Boss, do not learn that, no. Do not self-destruct. I could talk about JoJo a little bit since we're doing anime podcasty kind of stuff. I think the next part that's out right now is Diamond is Unbreakable. And of course it's the next part of like... Well, JoJo is divided in... the part that I've watched at least is divided into like... Every JoJo fan knows this, up to like before Diamond is Unbreakable. It's broken up into 3 parts. And the first part is Phantom Blood, which is pretty okay. Like, it kind of sets the stage for what's going on with JoJo. You get through it, it's fine. Then the next part, which don't remember. What's the part after Phantom Blood called? It's the one... They go from Phantom Blood with Jonathan Jotaro to... What's the old man's name? Jonathan... It's been so long since I've watched JoJo, and it saddens me. Jonathan Jotaro to... Joseph Joestar. Not Jonathan Jotaro. Jonathan Joestar. And that part's a good bit better. If you don't think about it too much. It's just kind of like, there's a Pillar Man, and then there were 3 Pillar Mans, and then there was Super Pillar Man, and then it was over. But once you get to the 3rd bit, with the reason that everybody... also, you're evolving, I didn't realize that. George evolved into Troglodyte, but once you get to that 3rd part of JoJo, the reason that everybody watches JoJo, with the stands, that's when stuff gets really good. And I think pretty much from that point out, everybody has a stand. Also, Helen is evolving into the thing it's evolving. Oh, well, we're not going to see what it's evolving into because the thing stopped. But, yeah, I'm really excited for Diamond is Unbreakable. With more stands. Helenite doesn't evolve into Nebura. Let me do a save real quick just to make sure things do not crash. Alright, saved it. Wheelie, how are we looking? Oh, you're really close. It's a good thing those guys evolved when they did, or else I would have forgotten. George, do you still pick up when you're evolved? No, you don't. You gain Defiant. Well, you're really not that good. Hate to break it to you, George. Your ability is kind of nice. What is your ability? Is it still analytic? Yeah. I mentioned it before, but these fossils are okay. Competitively, they're not great, especially the normal rock type. Normal rock typing. I think I had the fossils down here. Kind of special members. Kinda. Alright, that means that we can put on the team the last 2 months that we need to level up. Or evolve, I guess I should say. Minus the 1 Litten, but we have another Litten that we got through the story that I'd much rather level up first. But yeah, Diamond is Unbreakable is on Netflix. And I really want to watch it, but as I mentioned, I gotta finish Sword Online first. I don't like to swap between animes, unless the anime is super long. Because right now, I'm technically in the middle of watching One Piece, which I could talk about for a bit. I talked about it in the Paperclips Let's Play, but God, that was forever ago. Did I really stop watching One Piece? One Piece feels like forever ago. But I guess that means I stopped watching One Piece sometime this year, because I made my YouTube channel during this year. Yeah, Glory, you're definitely on an earthquake. Free roar. Oh, that's right, I hatched it from an egg. I was wondering, like, level 2? Does that mean that you were level 1? Like, how did I catch a level 1 Pokemon? Yeah, but anyways. I finished the... No, I don't want Fury Swipes. I finished the Alabasta arc of One Piece, which I ended up looking it up the other day because I wanted to remember how far I was through One Piece. I finished episode 130 of One Piece. And now I'm kind of taking a break, watching some other animes in between it. But I don't know when I'll go back to it. I'll probably go back to watching One Piece at some point. I don't know if I'll watch the entirety of One Piece, but I mean, I like the show. It's good because it's like every show, and I understand how the show has gone on for so long. It's because basically they can make it any show, but they're in the ocean. And like, all the superpowers have like a limit, or they have a restriction to them that makes sense because they're all in the ocean. And all the characters characters are good and stuff. I feel like I say all the characters are good way too often. It's just like all the characters are good. Flesh for trying to learn bite? No, you get malicious weapons so eventually. Hey, you're gonna evolve! Yes, someone double kick. Oh, but Gloria's evolving first. So yeah, I'll get back into watching One Piece at some point. At some point. It might take me 10 years to finish One Piece, but it's gonna take everybody 10 years to finish One Piece. I also want to get around to watching Attack on Titan. I need to do that before... I think the show is going to finish, right? After they release the second half of the third season, or fourth season, whatever season they're on. I'm pretty sure they're going to release, like, the second half of the season, and everybody says, like, if you read the manga, you know what's going to happen in the second season, and it's basically over. So I'm like, oh, I should get on that hype train at some... Gosh darn it, did I not take Wheatley to... I'm dumb. This I know to be true. I am dumb. Alright, well, we'll put Gloria away for now. Right here. Alright, now... I need to train a little bit more over here. Don't let me forget about Wheelie, guys, okay? Don't let me forget. What's some other animes that... Oh, I'm also technically in the middle of watching Fairy Tail, but... I'll probably go back to watching that at some point, but... The need to go back to Fairy Tail is a little bit less than everything else. Just because, like, I really want to know what happens in Fairy Tail. But, I mean, yeah, I really want to know what happens in Fairy Tail, but I feel like I hit, like, obviously One Piece was still going on, but Fairy Tail feels like it hit, like, a definitive stopping point, even though, like, the point I hit was definitely not, like, a stopping point at all. It was only, like, I think there's 500 episodes in Fairy Tail, and I've watched about 100 or so, whatever the heck was on Netflix. And I like Fairy Tail a lot. No. What else? I mean, I watched Naruto a while ago. Naruto's good. Oh, I'm also technically in the middle of watching Naruto. But I finished the entire first bit of Naruto, and now I just have to watch Shippuden, which would also take forever. And I'll probably have to take another break during that, whenever I do that. But, what else? What else? I mean, I started by watching Avatar. I could go over the entire series of events of animes that I watched, but honestly, it's been so many that I can't remember the entire series of events. It started with Avatar, because I watched Avatar on Netflix for the first time. Oh, forget there's Sludge. I liked Avatar, so I was like, oh, well, I've got all this time on my hands, because I watched the entirety of Avatar in less than 3 days. And that was a road rush, and I was like, this is what binging a show truly is. And I was looking for something else to binge. And the first thing that it gave me was Naruto, and I was like, oh, well, it's summer now. I have all this time on my hands. I might as well, like, binge watch Naruto and get into anime. And then I did. And then I did. And I've never looked back ever since then. And then, after watching Naruto, I went to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is definitely one of my top 5 animes that I've watched. I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It had a really good ending. Where, like, it's kind of like that I don't know what you'd really call it, but like the Infinity War ending, where everybody does like a little bit of something at the final battle. I love those endings. They're my favorite types. I don't know what you would really call the ending. The little bit of everybody ending. Who invented that ending? Might have been Lilo and Stitch. There was that one Lilo and Stitch movie where they got all the monsters from the animated series to fight. the Stitch clones. Anybody else remember that? But anyways, I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I watched the first season of One Punch Man. And One Punch Man is kind of my least favorite anime. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I really like Saitama. And the robot kid. What's his name? Crap, what is his name? Saitama and... Shoot, what is his name? I can't remember. I can't remember anything today. I'm too drained. Shoot, he was in the death battle with, War Machine. He was in the death battle with War Machine. I can't remember. I'm looking this up. Saitama and Mob and Goku and Boros. Yeah, I'm right? I'm pretty sure his name is Boros. Boros. One Punch Man. No, it wasn't Boros. Boros is the guy who he fights at the end of the thing, isn't it? Shoot, what was the name of the robot guy from One Punch Man? I can't remember. Saitama versus Genos! That was his name! That's why I thought his name was Boros. Because his name is Genos and it sounds familiar. Genos. Yes. And also the psychic girl. I should remember her name. What was her name? Oh, Mob Psycho versus... whatever her name is. I'm not looking her up. I could figure it out if I had enough time. But, like, they're, like, the three only characters that I liked from the show. And I get that the show is, like, kind of meant to be an ironic play on, like, superheroes because he's One Punch Man and he just one punches everything. But I just didn't like it that much. Like, I kind of feel like the joke ran its course, like, the first couple of episodes. And then it was just like, yes, everyone is going to underestimate the power of this one guy who literally punched a meteor in front of everybody and is not considered, like, the greatest superhero to ever live. And also, like, it kind of has that effect where, like, everybody trash talks Saitama, but, like, people would not do that thing. Like, there's kind of, like, whatchamacallit. Oh, there's a moth in my room. There's kind of like whenever you're designing a show with an overpowered character, and you want the characters in the show to not like the overpowered character, they would trash talk him. Like in Hercules, like kind of mentions this. It was the Hercules CinemaSins video that made me think about this. Gosh darn it! I leveled up Wheatley again. I also should have learned Metalstone. Metalstone's actually pretty good. Gosh darn it, I leveled up Wheatley. But, it says, like, you wouldn't trash talk the guy who could pound you into the ground, because the day that he snaps, all of you die. Like, it's just that simple. Also, I have to level you up 6,000 experience. Okay. But, yeah. It just kind of doesn't make sense. And also, there's this whole, side government thing going on in the show. Yeah, I'm just not that into One Punch Man. Then after One Punch Man, what did I do after that? This is where my memory gets pretty foggy. After One Punch Man, I started watching... might have been JoJo, actually. I feel like I'm jumping the gun by saying that I went to watching JoJo. But that might be right. Watch JoJo. What else have I watched? It'll help me connect the dots. I don't know. I have to go through my Netflix list at some point to see everything that I've watched. How is this Drodigan taking this Aura Sphere while being like 30 levels below me? What other animes have I watched? I'm just trying to learn. Inferno. You don't need that. What other animes have... Oh, at some point I watched Legend of Korra. Which... It might have been right after... When was that? When did I watch Legend of Korra? It might have been in between Naruto and Avatar, actually. I think... Maybe. I can't remember. I watched Legend of Korra at some point. I could do a whole talk about comparing Korra and Avatar, but people don't like it when you compare Korra and Avatar. You know, it's only like they're made by the same people and have generally like the same kind of idea to them. And Korra is just not as good as the first Avatar. So you don't talk about it. But, I mean, Korra was okay. I think they could have done... The thing that really struck me about Korra is that, like, obviously the first Avatar, Avatar Aang, had, like, the through plot, which was the Fire Nation. But then they just decided to give Korra, like, a bunch of small plots. And it never really felt like Korra was building towards anything. And at the very end, when they, like, had her fight the one girl, it didn't really feel like she was building up towards that fight. It just kind of felt like she was the same person the entire time. And, like, everything just, like, it didn't really feel like it had purpose whenever Korra reached her full potential. Which is kind of disappointing. Also, we got a Weezing. Trying to learn double hit. Yeah, don't learn double hit. You're a special attacker, man. But, I have a very interesting idea for the Legend of Korra spin-off, if they ever want to finish a trilogy of Avatar shows. I do have an interesting idea for what they could do for the third one that would feel like it could wrap up the entire series. So, if I'm ever live streaming, you want to know what that is, and you've heard, if I haven't done a video on it, which I might do a video on it at some point, it would have to be a very well prepared video because it's a very complicated idea. But if I'm ever live streaming and I've run out of things to talk about, just ask me to talk about what I think they should have done after Legend of Korra. Kind of monster grind. We only have 3 more. You need to evolve once, and then you're a stone evolution. You just need to evolve one more time, and you need to evolve in the gorge. So we might as well take Mons that I actually want to train up. So we'll put the Greninja in the party, and then just having you in the party to try and reach friendship. I'm not sure if your friendship is bugged or not, but I mean, just having you in the party and doing battles will help. Okay, we're gonna do one more battle. What's other animes that I haven't watched? Oh, right before I watched Sword Art Online. What did I watch before Sword Art Online? That was like the big thing I was watching. Oh, I was watching Soul Eater. But in between watching, I can talk about Soul Eater here in a bit. I think I already did in another video. I can't remember what it was. But in between watching Soul Eater and Sword Art Online, I watched Promised Neverland all in one day. And Promised Neverland is actually pretty good. It wasn't a battle anime, it was just one of those animes where you have to outthink each other. Also, I watched Death Note. How did I forget Death Note? I watched Death Note somewhere in that chain of command. Of course, Death Note's really good, but we'll get into that after I talk about Soul Eater and after I talk about Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland is, like, it was really good. Like, it had, like, just, it wasn't, like, fighting or anything, it was just, like, everybody, like, trying to outthink each other, I love that kind of thing, where like everybody's like, you have a certain objective, and the other person is given another objective that is the exact opposite, and you have a toolkit, and the other person has a toolkit, and you both have to be as careful as possible in order to not cross each other or not mess up. And eventually, one of you does mess up in a fatalistic way. And yeah, that's Promised Neverland. Also, there's apparently a season 2 at some point of Promised Neverland. I've only seen the first season, and I probably need to watch the second season as soon as possible. But yeah, technically in the middle of watching Promised Neverland. Talk about Soul Eater. Soul Eater was... I think the ending of Soul Eater kind of killed it for me, especially since I feel like the show had a lot of potential. But the sad thing about Soul Eater is, like I really liked Soul Eater up until the ending of the show, because everything with all the fighting and everything, and the characters and stuff was great, and the whole setting and the concept of the stuff was great. But like after the ending of the show, they implied that they were gonna do more stuff, and like everybody kind of reaches like a heightened state for like that second being where like they reach all of their power. And it's like, oh yeah, we defeated the main guy, but there could always be more main guys, and then they never made another Soul Eater season. And the sad thing about the way that they ended Soul Eater is that, I mean, this is kind of a little bit of a nerdy thing, but like they didn't reveal like what all of their true powers were, because like it would be really hard to put Death the Kid, Maya, no, it's not Maya, is it? Mara, there's an R in there, I know it to be no, it is Maya. No, there's an R in there, isn't there? Maya. I can't remember. Why can't I remember anything whenever I'm live streaming? We need to leave here immediately. We are checking on... Oh gosh darn it, we leveled up from that. Okay, a little bit more. But, yeah, it would be hard to put Death the Kid, Maya, and Black Star in Death Battle, because their highest point is like very hard to calculate, because they only do it against like 1 or 2 enemies at the very end for like a split second. It's just, it's like they invent like their ultimate moves, and then their ultimate moves isn't even like the thing that finishes it, which is like, you know, like the anime trope, which is like, oh yes, I achieved my final power right during the final battle, and it helps me win, shine the light down on everybody. But like, they did that, and then they just decided to give Maya a power that just completely counters the main enemy of the entire show. I mean, spoilers for the show. Kind of an afterthought at this point, but yeah, I just thought the ending of Soul Eater was weird. I liked everything up to that point, though. Death Note. We get to talk about Death Note now. Death Note was really good, or at least, you know, the first season. Second season, I have a lot of problems with, and might do a video about how everything could have gone wrong in season 2. All the moves that they should have been making instead of the moves that they made. And basically Light only gets defeated by a fluke. But why does this man have such good IVs except for HP? Anyways, for a few months. But yeah, as I mentioned like before, Promised Neverland, Death Note is like pure just counter on counter anime, where it's not you're not actually battling, it's just outthinking your opponent by being as careful as possible. And man, oh man, everybody knows how good the first part of Death Note is. Second part, not as thoroughly thought through, but you know, you have to end it somehow. You can't end it where the first season ends it, because it's low-key kind of sad. How much do you get now? Okay. One more battle. Then I think I'll give you the lucky egg and we'll just head into the Steelix Gorge. What other animes have I watched and can review during the podcast stream? Well, let's just waste it. Oh, we can do one more. One more one. Let me save actually before I do this one more, just in case I need to create a split timeline where we can go back. What other animes have I watched? I cannot remember. I feel like I've listed them all, but I'm definitely missing a few. I tried to watch Great Pretender, and this is obviously a very disagreed opinion, but I like dubs better than subs. That's just who I am. I don't want to read from the TV. If I have to read from the TV, it means that I can't look away to do other things. And normally whenever I'm like watching anime, I'm doing something on my computer, like I'm either grinding in Xenoverse or playing Smash on my Switch, or like something like that, you know, where like it doesn't need my full attention, but I can listen to the story at least. And if I have to read from the screen, that means that all of my attention has to be put on one thing, and I have the attention span of a goldfish. I can't even remember the names of the characters from animes that I watched less than a year ago. Oh yeah, you're ready to go to be in the gorge. Let's use our power flight to get there. Hooray! What other animes have I watched? I can't remember. Let's put you in the front immediately. And actually, technically, here's the last evolution we have to do. Whoops. Whoops. Because I can use an item to evolve you right now. Well, no, I wanted to use an item on you, actually. Where are my dust stones? Here they are. There's a dust stone, right? Yep. I said the stream was gonna go for 15 minutes, like 25 minutes ago. But we're finishing up the mons that we can use for things later. Dex completion. Which isn't too bad. I feel like I got in some good words about anime, so in case you ever watch this super duper random stream and have opinions about my anime opinions, put them down in the comments below. There's a next to 90% chance that I will not read them, because this episode will be very old by the time anybody watches it. And look at that! We did it! Really easy evolving. Pog. Really evolved to Mag Zone. Alright. Perfect. We just head to the undead Pokemon Center and put everybody away. I'm gonna need your item. And then all of you can... Did I move that one mon who got into a box? I think I did. Alright, you go right here. You go right here. You can go right here. And, yeah. I guess that's it for all the mons that we had to grind. The box is empty. Except for this one. Obviously, I don't need that one for dex completion because we already just did the one that I needed for dex completion. So all that's left to do is re-explore the region and catch more, or recatch mons, actually. So, I'm trying to think about one last anime that I could talk about, but I also just want to end stream so I can watch more Sword Art Online. So, thank you so much for watching the VOD back. It really means a lot to me. If you have any anime opinions, let me know them in the live chat in case I ever do live streams, or in case I'm still doing live streams and you're watching this video. Definitely mean a lot. Just bring up this video and I'll know what you're talking about. By then I'll probably watch a good amount more of animes. Maybe even Attack on Titan. I feel like there's another anime I wanted to get around to watching. I might watch 7 Deadly Sins. It kind of piques my interest. Not enough to actually start watching it though. Great Pretender also did pique my interest, so whenever I find a sub for that, I'll watch that. And, Blue Exorcist, Demon Slayer. Another 2 animes. Blue Exorcist was okay, Demon Slayer was absolutely fantastic. They just need more stuff to come out for Demon Slayer, but obviously it's like an art style that takes a long time to do. And, it's like currently coming out as, like they literally just did the Demon Slayer movie that has actual effect on the plot of the show, like a little while ago. But yeah, Demon Slayer was really good. Blue Exorcist was okay. The part, I feel like they wanted Blue Exorcist to go on longer than it did. And also, it's like, it's cut into 2 seasons, but the second season technically happens during the first season, I think. But the second season kind of left you on a cliffhanger. If they left it on the first season, it would have probably been fine. But, I don't know. Blue Exorcist was okay. Not great, not terrible. It's just okay. What else? I was ending the video, wasn't I? Yeah, that's whole attention of a goldfish thing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please leave a like and maybe even consider subscribing. We're on our way to 30 subscribers, hopefully, by the end of the summer. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.